Hello, welcome back to another video. I know I'm a bit late about presenting my TAPMI interview experience, but I thought once I get back home and once the vacations of Holi will get over, I will shoot the video. So here I am today in front of you guys sharing my transcript of the TAPMI interview. So let's get started. My location was in the Greater Kailash, somewhere in the hotel. I don't remember the name exactly. And my interview was scheduled on 11th of March, and my slot was 9 a.m. So I reached the destination or the hotel at in between 8:30 to 8:45 a.m. And then we were instructed to go to the basement of the hotel, where there were two processes were going on. One was registration and other was verification. So for the registration process, we have to show them like CAT scorecard and TAPMI application form. And for the verification process, we have to show them 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, graduation degree, and graduation mark sheet of all of your years. And for the workex people, you have to show your salary slips and joining letter and all other stuffs, which I am not very sure because I am a fresher. So yes, this was all about the verification and registration process. Once the every student are done with this process, we were divided into four groups of 10 to 11 people, and one by one we went to the GD and VAT room. So after waiting for half an hour, we went to the VAT and GD room where we were instructed about the whole process of GD and VAT we are going to give. So the topic of the VAT was, and also the topic of VAT and GD was same. So they given the topic that hosting a mega sports event, an economic boon or a wasteful of resources for any country. So it was a pretty much interesting topic, I would say, as I am very much inclined towards sports and all. So it was a decent topic for me. I got excited for a bit, but then I calmed my nerves and then started writing. So we were given 10 minutes to write on the 2 to 3 pages which were given to us, and then just after 10 minutes, the process of GD will started, and we like discussed the whole topic about 10, 15 to 14 minutes, I guess, and everyone spoke very well. Like it was not much, it was not a much what we say fish market. It was a sophisticated GD, and it went very well. And I also took the 2 to 3 entries, and I also concluded the topic. So VAT and GD went pretty well for me. Then after the completion of this process, I got to know that my panel was like sixth panel I got, and I have to reach to the room number XYZ. And then I went there. I waited for 10 minutes because already there was someone who was getting interviewed. So I waited for 10 to 15 minutes, then my chance came, and then I went there. I greeted the panelist, one male and one female. As usual, the male one was in around 50s of his age, and female was around 30 and 35, in between 30 to 40, I guess. And the whole interview was taken by the male panelist only. There was only one question about my gap year that was asked by the female panelist, and the whole process, or say the whole PI was taken by the male faculty or the male panelist that was present there. So they started asking me about my introduction. Tell me about yourself, a very basic question. And in that I was mentioned that I follow sports, and sports basically cricket. So he told me to speak for at least 2 to 3 minutes about the recent Champions Trophy finals. So I spoke about that, and then he asked me certain questions about that, like what was the game-changing point of Champions Trophy final, and don't you think India won very comfortably, and also these are the kind of cross questions that he asked me, and he intervened me in between my answers for 1 to 2 times, but it was a pretty decent experience for me so far. And then after that, he also asked me about the cricket analytics workshop that I attended. So he also asked me some questions about that, like explain what you learned there, and what like the what is the real life application of cricket analytics. So I also explained to him the whole answer of mine. And then he asked me about, tell me one player, like according to you, is now struggling a bit, but like sometime like in the earlier of his career he was very strong at it. Like the strong point now became the weak point. Tell me the example of any one player. So told him the example of Virat Kohli, and he also like put the questions, like he intervened again in between my answer, and I tackled almost every question of him very comfortably, because it was my forte and I was very much comfortable talking about cricket and sports. So he also asked me about why MBA question. So I also told him like I want to explore sport industry from a management perspective. So he asked me about like where you can apply management in sports industry, and cricket, and India is very much concentrated and like concise towards cricket. So what about other sports? And also we talked like 5 to 6 minutes about this topic also. Then he asked me like can you tell me some recent business news? So I told him about the Tesla's outlet that was opened in Mumbai. So he also asked me about something like what do you think Tesla, what do you think the future of Tesla in the India? And I explained him that answer to him. So yeah, that was pretty much of it during of my interview. It went approximately for 10 to 12 minutes, or say 14 minutes max to max, and it was a pretty decent and chill interview. Although the expression of the male panelist was serious throughout the interview, but I was like what say like I was very much chill and comfortable throughout the interview, because there were no any grilling type of interview that was happened with me, like that I experienced, I would say. So yeah, it was a pretty decent interview for me, and I was pretty much comfortable and happy with that. And in last, he also offered me a cookie, so I took that cookie and went back to my home where I was staying in Delhi. So yeah, it was all about the TAPMI interview. I hope you all are done with your TAPMI interviews and the results are going out on like 10th of April. This date was mentioned in the TAPMI's website. So yes, I hope this video will be helpful for those who are watching it in the future, or if anyone is watching right now in the upcoming days, just for the watching the interview experience of your batchmate or your colleague or your fellow MBA aspirant. I am glad I am helping you out. So yes, this is all about today's video. I will be posting another video of one convert that I got recently. I will be making video for that. So until then, keep preparing and stay safe. Thank you for watching.